Okay.
around 1:30.
Oh,
We
let
should
me
give it
pause
a positive
Teresa.
off
Hold on.
today.
Yeah, I'm still watching her. Anyway, I just finished breakfast. I have big eyes but small stomach, so to speak. You know how we all get. I was hungry, so um, I opened a can of Vienna sausage, made some scrambled eggs, and I put out two waffles, but I ate one. So I have half the Vienna sausage and the eggs left, and the other waffle is still over there warming up. I try to eat, but don't stuff myself where I feel sluggish and bad. You understand? I used to do that when I was younger, and I used to be like, God, I'm overstuffed, and it wasn't a good feeling. So as I got older, I would eat just to fill myself because I was hungry. I ate late. I didn't eat much yesterday because I ordered sushi. The sushi never came. The restaurant canceled the order. I never really got anything to eat, so I made some ramen noodles. You know, the 5 minute noodles, and I ate that, and that's what I had for lunch and dinner. You know, because I was waiting for my son because he was going to buy some stuff for me to make some soup. But you know how kids are. You you as the adult would get up early, go to the grocery store. It's a Saturday. It's gonna be crowded. Go to the grocery store, do what you gotta do, and bring it over. Then go home and rest. Not my son. My son wanna rest all day. Then when he gets to the grocery store, he gets frustrated because he wanna go hang out with his girl or his boys. So he's like, "Ma, what do you need?" So I'm here trying not to be a bother, but I have to be because I'm challenged right now. So I don't want that because it's very frustrating, and we argue back and forth, and I'm just tired of arguing. So anyway, needless to say, the groceries got here like what, 6 o'clock. So but he went and he made the shopping and he bought everything I asked him to buy. I forgot to tell him noodles. I thought I had 4 boxes here because I bought some noodles. Well, I bought it a while ago. I bought 8. I bought it a while ago, and I thought I had the noodles to make the Trini macaroni and pie, and I don't. So now my Sunday meal, my Sunday dinner, is kind of, it's gonna be shortchanged because I can't show you the Trini style macaroni and pie. Well, my shortcut when I cook kind of 2 ways. When I cook for myself, I do the shortcut. When I cook for people, I do it the long, tedious way. Oh, it's following this hand. Okay. Okay, over here now. Right. Um, when I cook for other people, I do it the long, tedious way. Even though they both taste the same, but people like to see all the traditional seasonings and all that stuff. And sometimes I just try to do the shortcut. But I'm cooking for myself because my boyfriend's not here, and it's only me. So I just I just finished eating breakfast, and I'm getting ready to do my beauty regimen because I have to take a shower. I have to get ready. Can't shower up here. I gotta shower downstairs because downstairs is a walk-in, and up here is a tub, so I can't really get in the tub and all that. So I have to get in the shower where I can just walk in. So before that, I'm gonna show you. I'm looking for today's Sunday, and Sundays are my beauty days. But guess what? I can't find any of my beauty stuff. I can't find my mask. I can't find my machines for my face. I can't find any of that. I don't know if because I'm cleaning and I shouldn't even be thinking my lips, and I have things for tablets. I shouldn't be So I'm still looking for that. I'm still looking for all my machines so I could do my beauty product, do my facials and whatever. Because next week I want to do a peel because summer's coming and I have to get rid of this, all these bumps and marks and stuff. I have to clear out my skin. So next week I want to do a peel. So I have to get all the peel stuff too. Sorry. See, I think my lip. And I'll show you how I get rid of this. I don't know how you girls go get them waxing. My whole body is hairy. I cannot. I cannot. I tried waxing before. I shouldn't have did that. With and I have stuff for chapped lips, because I'm coming up with my own um beauty products, for skin, my vitamins for my skin and all that. I'm in doing all that stuff, because not every skin is the same way, and I have very sensitive skin. So later on, you'll see all the stuff. I'm just getting the packaging and everything together. Okay, so now I gotta go put some salt to stop the bleeding. Because I know y'all don't want to keep watching my lips bleed, especially on camera. So you just put some salt and some peroxide and it'll stop the bleeding. But let me go do that. So I gotta go brush my teeth. I gotta do certain things first. I gotta go brush my teeth. I was gonna take the hair off my body, but like I said, I'm looking for all my stuff. I can't find it. I don't, like I was just about to say, I don't know how you girls do that waxing. It stopped yet? I don't know how you girls do that waxing. What I do is I just get some hair cream, hair removal cream, rub it all over my body, everywhere. And well, even my hair, because I'm baldy, so I can put it in my hair. I leave it on for about 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. You're supposed to leave it less than that, but I have coarse hair, so don't let it burn because and I just run in the shower, rinse my body, take a rag with you get a cotton rag, but one with grooves. Like you see this towel, and it has grooves and stuff like that, so it can thing against the skin. I get a washcloth like this, and I take it in the shower with me, and cool water, not cold water, not hot water, cool water, because your skin is open right now because you got the nail, the meat on you, and you don't want to burn. So you take that and you down there too, your hair, not your eyebrows, everywhere. And I'm smooth as a baby. Come out, put some lotion on it, some baby oil or something while I'm wet, and then I air dry. So I gotta be in the house by myself. Because I'm walking around naked for a couple of minutes, and then I put the towel around me. I walk around naked for another hour or so. Then I put on my clothes. I mean, I lotion and do all that stuff, but that's how I take the hair off my body. All that waxing stuff, that's crazy to me. I be watching women go. The other day I saw, who was it? I saw some girl get a bikini wax. I'm trying to remember who it was. I was watching her show. I'm like, girl, you going through all that? You can't use the razor because that's what started me with the razor. You know, when I was younger, I was dating, and this guy saw one hair on my chin, and he pulled it, and I was like, oh my god, I got hair on my face, and I took the razor to my face, and ever since then, hair started growing on my face. I'm talking about one of them cheap razors. The one I'm gonna show you now, that's the expensive razor. It's like it's blades, but the blades are really hidden because that's the only thing that can take me. The nair and the neat can't take off the hair off my face because it's coarse. Because I've been using it. Plus, I don't wanna use razor here as this will start growing. But here, so. But I don't know how you girls do it. I really don't. I'm watching her get a bikini wax. And I'm watching her get wax on her legs, under her arms, and she's in pain. I'm like, can you imagine going through that? How often y'all do that? Do y'all do that every 2 weeks, once a month? What? I was trying to get my teeth straight. I used to have beautiful teeth when I was younger. But when I sleep, my tongue goes against my upper. So that's why it's pushing out. But I'm going to get all this fixed. I'm going to get it straightened out or whatever. It's just that I was trying to get it the other day, and something was going on with the insurance. They told me I had to go to my regular doctor, get a referral, and then send it to him, and then it'll get paid for. Blah blah. But I can't really do anything without my son right now because he has to take me back and forth because it's expensive with Uber because I'm on a budget right now. I'm trying to move, trying to get a new house, so I'm trying to make an appointment to go see my regular dentist so they can give me a referral to go get this plan, to get my teeth straightened back, and I gotta get the plaque and whatever, regular self-care for my teeth, because I love a pretty smile, so I have to have a pretty smile. When I used to date, I don't date now, but when I used to date, if that guy don't have great teeth, I'm like, I remember, I'm going to tell you a story. I remember one time I met this guy. He was a nice guy, but he had no teeth in his upper here. He was a chef. I love men who cook. And he was a real nice guy, but he just did not have teeth. What made me talk to him, I don't know. Maybe I didn't see it, or he had fill-ins at the time or whatever. Anyway, nice guy. So one time he said, oh, I'm going to come cook for you at your house. So I said, okay, no problem. Me, I was adventurous. Young ladies, I suggest don't invite guys to your house at early times. But me, I was adventurous. I wasn't scared of anything. I'm like, if this guy ever stalks me, whatever. Because I never used to let guys know where I live. I used to let guys drop me off 2 blocks away from my house. That's me. When I dated, none of the guys I've dated knew where I lived at. I always say, can you drop me off over here? Which like 2 blocks away from my house or something. And I walk home. I don't care who he was. If you wasn't my boyfriend, you don't know where I live. And one of my boyfriends, I did that to one of my boyfriends. I didn't even let him know where I lived at. And I was with him for a whole year. I didn't let him know where I lived at. He came. Oh my God, I tell you, because back in the day, you had to be safe. I was a crazy girl, meaning I would take risks. I'd be hitchhiking. I'd be doing I used to do all sorts of things all by myself because some of my friends didn't do what I did. They didn't want to go to clubs or certain clubs. They always want to stick to the same club. I was adventurous. I wanted to go different clubs. I want to go Jamaican club, the American club, the Trinity clubs, everybody's club, the Haitian clubs. Every club I wanted to go. My girlfriends didn't want to do that. So when I go to these different clubs, I made new friends, So anyway, because they say, oh, well, why don't you entertain yourself? Why don't you do things yourself? That's not fun. You do it, and then you say, you know what? You want some partner, a girlfriend or your man. You understand? And sometimes you don't have either. So you go on a trip by yourself. Yeah, you see nice things, but you don't really enjoy it because you want your girlfriend there or you want your guy there to enjoy it. And then later at night it gets romantic in the hotel room or whatever. You know, also, but but do you? You know, go on your trips and stuff. Cause your girlfriends hold you back. Cause you planning, they don't want to plan. You saving, they don't want to save, or your family or whatever. So anyway, I'm not deterring you from traveling on your own. I'm just saying after a while it just becomes lonely and tedious. And I did all that. So what was I talking about? I forgot. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I didn't let him know where I lived, and I was with him for a year. I don't know. He was acting up in between the relationship. I'm like, I'm not introducing you to my son. And that's one thing. As a single parent, when I was younger, as a single parent, none of my boyfriends, I introduced them to my son, except one, and I lived with him for 10 years. That's the only person I think. Two, two. The one in the Bronx, which is Richie, and Andre. I lived with Andre for 10 years. Andre and Richie's the only two people that met my son. Why? Because, and when Richie met him, he was a baby, so he don't remember Richie. But Andre I lived with for 10 years, so he remember Andre. The rest of my boyfriends no, because I think that as a single mom and a single dad these days, children are very impressionable, and sometimes what they see on TV is what they believe. And then when they see mommy, they with a lot of men, they think mommy is doing with all the men what they see on TV. And that's not true for most of the part. I wasn't having sex with all the guys I dated because I'm testing you out. You know, I want to see if you and I are compatible to have a relationship. But children don't think that. Children say, oh, well, my mommy got a boyfriend this week. My mommy got a boyfriend that week. My mommy got a boyfriend this month. And, you know, they're young, they see it, but they don't understand. But when they grow up as teenagers, they would say, well, Ma, you was a hoe. You used to be coming in with Tom, Dick, and Harry. Da-da-da." But when they're 5, 6 years, they don't think about sex. They just see mommy with different people. But when they grow up as teenagers, they want to call you out your name, and it's not true. You understand? But that's what you're making your child perceive. Because every dude you meet, and every girl you meet, you want to introduce them to your kid because they feel insecure that you're not introducing them to your kids. And let them feel insecure. You protect your children, and you protect your relationship with your child and how your child think about you. That's if you're close with your kid. And I was very close with my son. And I don't want my son to ever call me out my name or ever think that his mom was like that. You understand like that? On the dating tip. Personal life, if you girls getting down, doing making your money like that, that's something different. But I'm sure you're not having your kids see you do your business. But I'm saying when you're dating, it's something totally different. Don't be trying to upgrade your stuff like, these don't care kind of people. No. You protect your relationship with your child, you know. So, yeah, they never met my, and vice versa. One time my son was running to the car, and I'm like, running to the car, because I told the guy to drop me off a block away. And then I walked to my house. I told him it was a cousin. And I was walking back to the car, so my son saw me, mommy, 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 and I'm trying to run off, and my son ran to the car. You understand? And I just, oh, this is a friend, whatever. I didn't say boyfriend, or I didn't give them a title, whatever, because kids, they nosy. Who that car my mommy going into? Let me see. You understand? So he ran up to the car, and I didn't introduce him as my boyfriend. I just said it's a friend or whatever the case may be. And I drove off. I didn't introduce them. I said, mind your business. I'm going. Who that, mommy? It's none of your business. Yeah, you can tell kids that. Don't listen to don't listen to these people about talking to your kids like that. I mean, if you want to. And then when your kids get in trouble, they going to be like, you're a bad. You understand? Don't do that. Raise your kids. Because if you don't raise them, somebody else's mom is going to raise them. Why I say that? Because if you don't raise them, If you don't raise your children and they listen to their friends is telling them how their mama is, how their mother is, how their parents is raising them. So their parents is raising your child, whether you think so or not. You understand? Because your child is listening to their friend on what to do in their lives. And their friends probably listening to their mom and father. So therefore, their father and mother is raising your child. So you have to raise your child because somebody's parent is going to be raising your child. You think, oh, I'm gonna let my child be independent and this and that, and I'm not trying to slight nobody, so don't come at me. I'm just telling you, you know, oh, I want my child to be independent. Let them think what they want. Let them grow up to whatever. No, your responsibility as a parent is to guide your child. That's your responsibility. Guide your child, or else somebody's parent is going to guide your child for you. Talking about which, I am going to talk to somebody specifically, Mr. Dwayne Wade. Now, it's nothing. It's not against the sexuality, but that child is young. I remember when my son was little. My son was like 6 and 7, and every time I go outside, I see him playing with little girls. I'm like, excuse me. He's like, what, mommy? I'm like, don't you got any male friends? He said, yeah. I'm like, go find some. Just like that. I said, stop hanging around with a whole bunch of girls. That's it. Why? None of your business. Just go play with some. You don't have to talk to them with adult. You don't have to explain nothing to them with adult or whatever the case. In adult mode. Just say, your little boy start playing with a bunch of little boys. When you was younger, 2 and 3, and the sex was mixed up with the girls playing with the girls and boys playing with the boys and the girls playing with boys and But when you growing up like that, no, I had to catch my son. I'm like, find some little guy friends and play with them. I said, I don't mind you playing with the girls, but I don't want to see you with them all the time. You hang out with the boys, and that's how I train. Because I was guiding him as a parent. Kids don't know. They don't. But if you see something that you don't like and you don't deem how you want it, you can guide your child. I don't care what the public say. I don't. You understand? And then when they grow up and that's what they want to be and that's what they think they are, by all means, do you. I'm going to love you either way. But my guidance is not a religious one, is just play with some boys. See if you like it. Play with some girls. They was like, well, yeah, he was playing with girls, but I'm saying, play with some boys. Hang out with some boys. Go play catch. Go play baseball. Go do what boys do. You understand? Don't pigeonhole yourself. And, I'm not going to get into the big talk, but when a child experiences something sexual at a young age, they're not feeling for the person who do it, even though that's what they think. They're feeling good about the sensation to their body, their growing body. So when a boy starts touching another boy, all children do that, and it feels good, they are relating to the feeling of the sensation. Not the person who's doing it, but the feeling of the sensation. But people guide the child to say, oh, when a boy touched you in a certain way or a certain place, you liked it, so that makes you gay. No. This is a child responding to a feeling they never felt before to their bodies. They're responding to the feeling, the sensation, not the person who's doing it. Because if a girl did that to a boy at a certain age, he would respond the same way. And if a boy do that to another boy, because they don't know anything about their body, they just saying, "Oh, your piggy is this, and your piggy's small, or your piggy's big, or do what is this on your piggy, whatever." So boys in a group, they are asking each other about their bodies. That doesn't mean anything sexual. You understand? So, but when they watch the TV and they see certain things, they say, "Okay, well, me and my friend, he was touching me and pointing and he saw me. Maybe I'm." No, you're young. You can't ask a girl about the body. The girl don't have the same thing. So if you and your young boyfriends, boy, that's friends, what, asking questions to each other about your body parts, that doesn't make you gay. It makes you inquisitive, because maybe you're scared to ask your mom or dad, or maybe you're going to giggle because it's funny, or whatever the case may be. And then you and your friends start experimenting, meaning touching or kissing or whatever, as boys to boy or girl to girl, because that's what you see. Who else? Maybe you're scared to go to the other, to a different girl. I mean, a girl to experiment or whatever. You're young. I would say half the population went through that. And then they grow up and they see, okay, boy and girl and boy. So then whatever they learn with each other, they push it towards the opposite sex. And then there's some who, okay, I prefer the same sex. And then they move on from that. But, from the first instant, if a child does something like that and then you want to push this thing on them, "Oh, you're gay, you're gay." No, that's wrong. It's not. Because every child in the world goes through a growing period in their lives. Every child. Every child. So, stop doing that. Nobody's against whatever. It's just that they're against the rhetoric and the lie. I don't think it's nature. I think it's nurture. Something in the environment happened to that child, that child grew up a certain way. It's probably 1% nature, but me, I think it's nurture. Because if what happens when you're young and you keep nurturing that, meaning that you and your friend grow up, because y'all hearing and seeing, grow up, keep doing that. That's because it's nurture. The open ear, nurture. You wasn't born that way. You nurtured your sexuality into fruition. Okay? Because I say that because I was sexually harassed a long time, for years. And I said to them, I'm like, "Okay, you keep saying you're born that way. Why are you trying to push it down my throat?" And I keep telling you no. You know? "Oh, why don't you try it?" I'm like, "Okay, why don't you try being with a man?" And they have, because they have a child or whatever the case may be. I'm like, "You keep telling me is your group keeps saying that it's born, and that's because they want their laws to be passed faster and faster. And if anybody goes against saying that that's not how you're born, they feel like they wouldn't get what they want from the voters and what have you. So they push that fake rhetoric. Because I used to be like, "Okay, whatever, whatever you want to be, whatever." But they become so drastic now in regards to taking away women who's born women rights with sports and everything like that. I'm like, no, that's wrong. Women don't even can get into sports anymore, because the male who's saying they feel like a woman and they taking all those hormones and stuff like that, they beating them out. And they want to look in our face and say, it's still, they like a woman. No, you're taking hormones. That's why all of y'all beat the women. Or the doctor said, the doctor's lying. You guys are paying all these doctors because, and then some of these doctors are afraid to say the truth because they'll get fired. They'll be called prejudiced. They'll be, yeah, it's a whole lie sector. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not following that group anymore because instead of them coming out and say, you know, well, I prefer this than that, they coming up with a whole bunch of lies so the doctors can be scared. And if the doctors try to speak the truth, the doctor get fired because they say, oh, they prejudice. No, you paid that one you paid that one doctor years ago, and then you kept pushing the rhetoric, so now all the doctors are afraid to say what's true or not, and because they're afraid to lose their jobs because you guys go on fear. You guys go on fear. You want to fear everybody into believing your rhetoric, you know. So yeah, it's becoming it's becoming too much. It's becoming too much because women have no thing in sports now. They taking over women's sports. And if that don't show you that those hormones help you because you're a man and you're getting hormones and it helping you more, you're lying. You're lying. And I look at the other side and they say a couple of them said, you know what? The group doesn't want to tell people the bad parts of it. They said I transitioned and that didn't solve my mental problem. They said I was going through a mental problem. It wasn't physical because after I switched over to the opposite sex, I was still unhappy. And the thing is, a lot of transitioners. What gets me mad is they don't tell some of these straight males of what and who they are. You know, and what are you doing to the straight male? And then they go brag about it and laugh about it. Do you know what you do to a man? Spirit, character, and life when you have sex with them or foreplay with them and you're a man and he thinks you're a woman? Do you know? Or do you even care? You ruin that man's life, literally. Because now somebody knows that he just kissed a man. He's thinking he's kissing a beautiful woman or a woman he thinks is beautiful. And it was a man. So now that man is laughing. So he has bragging rights. Oh, he know he loved this. And yeah, but I'm a woman. I can barely tell myself. You understand? And this man go into depression because who is he going to talk to about the situation? His friends is going to laugh him out of whatever conversation. His woman is not going to believe that he didn't know it was a man, and she's going to degrade him. He can't tell his mom, he can't tell his brother, he can't tell his sister, his aunt, he can't tell anybody in his family that he just kissed a man that looks like a woman. Oh man, you should know. Oh, the Adam apple. No, these days you can't tell. You know, and that man go into severe internal depression, wanting to commit suicide from the most part. And then he lashes out on you. He may come to hurt you. And then you want to cry foul saying, well, our brothers and sisters in the gay community keep getting killed and blah, blah, blah. Why? Because you just destroyed a man's life. You just destroyed him by that one kiss, by that one sex act. You destroyed him internally. Who is he going to speak to? A psychiatrist? What woman is he going to get? Because his girlfriend is going to go all over the place bragging and telling his business. Oh, that motherfucker. I was going to say you used the N word. That motherfucker gay. He come telling me some bullshit about he ain't know. He knew. He on the DL. Then she's gonna tell her friend gonna tell her friend gonna tell her man, then the man gonna tell all the boys. Now he can't walk the street. This man is thinking about suicide. Or killing you, or killing the person. Is he justified? You ruined his life. Literally. Because no matter what he says, he's not going to be believed that he's not gay. He's not going to be believed. Nobody is going to believe him. Not even his psych. Oh, I can tell. You can't tell. You can't tell. Not these days. Doctors are good these days with that kind of operation. Not these days. You can't tell. It's not like back in the day you can tell by the hands or the Adam's apple and the voice. You can't. So I just ask your community, don't do that. I understand that you want to be accepted by the male. You want your boyfriend to come out so you can feel like you have a man. And that's the big thing in that community. They want to be shown off by their boyfriends. Like most girls, when we have a boyfriend, we want our man to show us off. So you want that too, and that's why all this pressure is on for pushing all this in with the trans. And I used to be very close with them, especially when I used to walk in jail, because they the ones who used to tell me all the business. It's not that I'm against them and I hate them or whatever. They used to be my good friends in jail. Oh, Miss G, let me tell you. I'm like, what, girl? Come on, tell me. Because he knew he was a man. You understand? That wanted to be a girl. He knew what he was. But now, all y'all delusionals. Oh, I feel like a girl. Well, I feel like Beyonce. Do I look like Beyonce? Do I look like Beyonce? I feel like what? I feel like somebody. I feel like Mary J. Blige sometimes. I'm dancing around the house. Do I look like Mary J. Blige? I be in the shower singing Brandy. Do I look like Brandy? You call me delusional. So you can't come up and say, oh, I feel like a woman, so I am a woman. No, you're delusional. You just have feminine ways, and you can be what you want to be. But you got to be honest with yourself, and you got to be honest with things. Every girl in the United States, all over the world, want to be accepted by their man. Every girl, even the mistresses, they want to be accepted. So, you're no different. You want all this rhetoric to pass because you want the male to feel like a male, and you want to be accepted as a woman, so your male won't feel like he's gay. That's what it comes down to. So you want him to be proud to walk you in the street and take you whatever and let everybody know what you are. Yeah, because I talk to people in the community, and that's what they told me. When I watch these shows, they said the bottom line is it's a lot of the trans girls, their boyfriends hide them, and they want to be seen with their boyfriends. So do I, girl. So do I. You understand? Every girl I know who just started a relationship want their man to walk the street proudly with them. We all do. But they don't. That's men in general. So you want the guy to feel proud to have a trans girlfriend so you can feel good about yourself. Regular girls feeling the same way too. So you want to push the rhetoric. Instead of telling the truth when people would accept the truth, you want to push lies. So then people is backing off from the lies because now you're using the children. You're using the children to get your point across. And people don't like that. And people can't say that because they're scared of losing their job, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Not that I'm the brave one or whatever the case may be. Not that I'm hateful, because I don't hate you. I love you. God loves everybody. He just don't like what people do. He loves you. He loves me. But he just don't like what I do. And you do. You understand? I'm not going to heaven because I'm a sinner. I procreated out of marriage. I'm not going to heaven, but I'm trying to get as close to the door as possible. I'm trying to be up in the front row like a fashion show. Maybe the second, depending on, what I do from here on in. But, just come out with the truth. Just come out with the true feeling, the true meaning. People would more accept you. But all these lies, and then you're taking away women's jobs, and you're taking away stuff from women. It's crazy. It's crazy. We can't even call ourselves women anymore, or cis women, like we're a disease or something. No, I'm a woman, a natural born. I'm not cis nothing. Cis sounds like a disease. I'm a woman, a natural born woman. That's me. I'm not calling myself cis nothing. All these adjectives to describe a woman who's born a woman. No, I'm a woman, plain and simple, natural born. That's it. You understand? So, y'all doing it to yourself because the community was acceptable. Everybody was acceptable, even the church. But now, everybody's pushing back. Why? Because you want to spread lies. You're losing because of your lies. And what's going on? You want to take away stuff from women. I mean, it's bad enough. And especially for minority women, come on. We barely have anything at all. We got sports and you want to take that? No. They're going to push back. Everybody's pushing back. So you're losing your own battle. Not, oh, was she? No, I'm not prejudiced. I'm not hateful or whatever. I'm just telling you the real. You don't want to hear the real. You can call me whatever. You understand? And it's not. You just have to face facts and be, my truth. This is my truth. And all them doctors that's lying, it's crazy. You understand? And I think if a child can, if a child can't make certain decisions, a child can even drive drive a car before 18. They can get their permit, but they can't really drive till they're 18. Why can't they? How come they can change the sex before 18? I don't understand. Okay. Hold whatever you feel, hold it till you're 18. That's parenting. I had to go through it. Somebody else had to go through it. Everybody had to go through it. Why all of a sudden it's a sensitive matter? Oh well, you don't know. You don't know. Oh, people thought I was probably gay at a young age. Why? Because I have masculine tendencies, meaning I hung around a lot of boys. I, I, I'm a what is that? I'm a fen mask. I hung around a lot of boys, all my cousins. Why? Because women was full of shit. They want to start shit. They want to be in fights. They want to talk about the other girl. They want to do this. I wasn't involved in all that. I'm like, listen, if you're talking about your friend like that, why am I gonna be your friend? That's how I grew up. I used to be in fourth grade, and they were like, oh, Ronnie, come play Coca-Leavia with us, blah 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 blah. And they would be calling each other best friends. Let that best friend go to the bathroom or something at lunchtime. They be talking about that friend like a dog. And as a young girl, as a young child, I used to sit down and watch that. So when they used to ask me to be their friend or be in their peer groups or whatever, I'm like, listen, I'm a gang of one. Because I heard how you was talking about your homie who just went to the bathroom. Now you want me to be in your club? I'm good. From since I was in fourth grade. And that's how I grew up. That's how I watched. And that's how I listened. And if you come to me telling me you want to be my friend, and I just heard you talking about your so-called best friend of years, I'm like, girl, go your distance. Go over there. So then they start, oh, she thinks she this. No, I just think y'all full of shit. But I'm not going to tell you straight out because I know if I tell you that, I'm going to have to fight all 8 of y'all. So I'm going to keep my feelings, I'm going to keep my knowledge to myself. I just don't want to be your friend. Because I don't feel like fighting all 8 girls at the same time. One-on-one, yeah. But back in the day, everybody was getting jumped. And then I had to meet each one-on-one to beat their ass. You understand? So I avoided all that. I'm like, nah, I don't want to be part of your group. I used to be like, oh, my mom told me to come home early. I can't come to no meeting or whatever. Because I saw how you treated your so-called best friend. I don't want to be your best friend. I like being around real people. Ever since I was in, I like being around real people. You my friend, you're my friend. I can curse you out, you can curse me out, but we can curse each other out. You understand? Because we love each other. I'm not cursing you out because I hate you. I'm cursing you out because I love you. And I want you to do the best. And when you do that to me, I know you want good for me. You understand? I can be sure of that from the friends that I hung around with. Not you telling me because you're jealous and you telling me this, or you trying to make me feel bad, or you trying to make me feel ugly or whatever. Nah. When I sniff friends like that out, I'm like, okay, I can't go to that party with you, girl. I gotta talk to you later. I don't have to give you a reason. I know the reason. I don't have to give you a reason. You understand? Cause you're full of shit. I don't want to waste my time making a friendship with you and I know you're full of shit. Because somewhere down the line, you're going to want to treat me that way. So I don't want to be here. I don't want to waste all them years. Just like with men. I don't want to waste all them years being your friend or being your girl. And I know you're full of shit. Show me who you are at the very beginning and I'm leaving. Okay? And that's it. You can be my associate. Oh, what's up, girl? How you doing? You know, the bullshit. How you doing? Oh, girl, you look good. What's up? That kind of friend. But for the real shit, oh, he broke my heart. You ain't getting that out of me. My friend getting that, but you, my associate, you ain't getting that. Oh, she's so secretive. Yeah, because I know you full of shit. You just want to know my business so you can spread it around the world, and say, oh, that bitch thinks she all this, and her man cheating on her, and her baby daddy, and her mama don't, and yeah, that's what you want to know my business for. My true homegirl or my homeboy, oh, come on, Rhonda, get over it, blah, 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 and they ain't telling nobody. Maybe they man and they swear they man the secrecy. You understand? But them bullshitters over there, yo, Rhonda, what's up? Saw your man the other day. I'm like, oh, really? Yeah, girl, he was hooked up with blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks for telling me. So how you feeling? You're not going to do it? They want to know your business so they can go spread it. You understand? So at an early age, I just never hung around with girls like that. Not the kind of person I want. I don't revel in people's pain. They do. I don't revel in people's pain. You come at me, I'm gonna come at you. You leave me alone, I'm gonna leave. I only defend myself. I don't start shit, but I know how to finish it. You understand? I would take your shit day in, day out. Day in, day out. Day in, day out. But the time you do something to me that I can't take no more and I bust and you wanna really fuck with me and touch my shit, it's on. But believe me, it's on after a lot of shit. Just look before I leave a guy. I'm taking all your shit. I'm counting on my fingers. 1. Yeah, he fucked up. He came in late. 2. Some bitch called him. Okay, he said that was his cousin. That's 2. I'm counting. 3. Bitch called me. Oh, motherfucker, who's this bitch? Because normal women, we take. But on that third, I don't know how much is for you. On that third, you got to talk to him. And when you talk to him, you got to be prepared to do what? Leave him or stay with him. Now, mind you, if he's cheating on you and you talk to him and you find out he's cheating and you stay with him and he's not changing, worse is to come. So you have to make up your mind. Are you leaving him or are you staying? Before you ask him the question. You know the answer. You know he's cheating. But when you hear it out of his mouth, it's totally different because now he knows you know that he's cheating. So when he knows you know you're cheating and you're accepting it, it's going to get worse. That bitch need me. I can do the worst to her now because she's desperate for a man. So now I'm going to come home late. If she picks up my phone, I'm going to fuck her up. Excuse my language. He going to be the worst if he doesn't care. Because now he knows that you're accepting his bullshit. So don't ask him a question when you're not prepared to do something about it when you get the answer. I'm just telling you. Because once a man know that you're accepting his bullshit and you're not going to leave him, and he don't really want to change and he don't really care, he's going to get worse. There are some, there are some who change. Very little some. But there are some, when they get caught, they ask for forgiveness and they change. But for the majority, when they get caught and you talk about it and he admits it, or you figure he is lying or whatever, and he knows you're accepting of it, it gets worse. It gets worse. So that's how, that's how I maneuver my life with friends, with family, and with mates. You know, and I just want to give you young girls an answer. Some advice out there. I just want to, get yourself prepared. Do you? But the problem with my generation is we became so masculine that some of the men don't feel like they can be men because they were like, oh, be men but be feminine, be men but do this, but be men, and all we want is y'all don't physically touch us. Y'all can do all that rough stuff or whatever, but as far as abuse, that's the only thing you needed to cut out. That's the only thing you needed to cut out. You understand? Because most of us know you need time with your boys. You gotta go see your mama. all of those are the people we compete with as women. The mama and the friends. And the baby mamas who can't let go. Oh God. It's not a competition with them when they put them in check. You understand? But some baby mamas, they don't like letting go. They use that child as a hook. And I used to tell my boyfriends, I'm like, you gotta get that straightened up. You gotta let her know you got a woman. She's not gonna control my relationship because that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to use that child to control the relationship. Because it happened to me before with Andre. His baby mother used to call in the middle of the night, Andre Jr. gotta go to the hospital. So when Andre get up and go dress, I can't tell him no. It's his son. He go over there. She's in a bikini shorts and in a tank top. He's like, okay, let's take Andre Jr. to the hospital. Oh, I just put him to bed. It was just a cough. And, the pastor used to come back and tell me. So I'm thinking, oh, God, he's real honest with me. Eventually, they started sleeping together again. You understand? But I'm just telling you, they would do that. And I'm not an insecure woman, so I used to be like, go ahead, it's your kid, do you? I never stopped him from seeing his son or taking care of his son. Matter of fact, when he went to get the son for the weekend, guess who watched the son? Me. She thought he was with his son. It was me. And she hated me. But I loved his son. You understand? Because kids have nothing to do with the parents, to me. So I treated him like my own. Any other mother, any other girlfriend, I don't want him. One of my girlfriends, she told her baby father, yo, don't bring your child around me. And I'm not going to mention names. She knows who she is. Don't bring your child around me, blah, 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 blah. No, I don't believe that children should be part of that argument. That's between the mom and the dad. You understand? And I loved his son just like I loved mine. You understand? Him, on the other hand, I found out he didn't like my son, and I left him after that. Yeah, because one time he went to see his baby mother. He left my how old was my son at that time? I think he was 4 or 5. He left my son in the car, in the back seat, to go talk to his baby mother in the house. And he was parked on the street. So what do kids do? They come out the car. They open the door. My son opened the door and was walking in the street. He come outside. He gets mad. Why didn't you take him in there? Why? Because your baby mother don't like my son and you don't like my son. I broke up with him. It took a while because he didn't want to leave. So, one day he went to work. The night before, I took the keys off his thing. When he went to work, I saw that he left. I packed all his shit. I called my cousin. Told her to come help me pack his stuff. He used to come home on time every day. That's one thing, straight from work. So I know what time he was coming home. So I saw him park his car because he was parked in the back of my bedroom. I put his stuff in his suitcase in front of the door, locked my door. Why I called my cousin? So she would not let me open that door. Because we give in. I didn't want to give in. So I said, you stay here, and under all means, do not let me open that door. Do not let me forgive him. So, my mom and everybody was outside in the hallway. Oh, why are you doing that to him? Blah, 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 blah. My heart was telling me open the door. But my mind was like, no, he has to go. And I brought my cousin there not to, to tell her, do not let me open the door. Because I'm a woman. I'm going to break down. I'm like, okay, I'm going to forgive you. I'm going to let him back in my life. Knowing he don't like my son. Maybe he'll change. I couldn't do that. Because we was having a bad relationship, besides him not liking my son anyway. He was cheating on me and all kinds of stuff. Every time the phone ring, oh, that's my cousin. It'd be a whole bunch of women. Bitches falling. They follow me from the train station. And I'm making this nigga look good. I bought this fur coat. My father was a jeweler. My grandma used to bring stuff. So I'm always decked out in jewelry and fur. Because I loved fur back then. And, because I don't like overdressing, and I didn't like wool, and fur was the only thing that used to keep me warm in the New York winters back then, so I used to always have my fur coat. So this girl followed me from the train station one time, and I recognized her. I'm like, she looks familiar. She said, oh, I like your coat. And then I think I raised my hand up, because I raised my hand up to do something. She said, oh, I like your bracelet. I said, oh, because at that time it clicked in my mind who she might be. I said, oh, my man bought it for me. Meanwhile, he didn't. Oh, I like your curl. Oh, he helped me get that too. Lying. When I got home and he got home, I'm like, listen, tell your bitches stop following me from the other places. So I made him look good or whatever. You understand? And when I found out, I'm like, why is she always following me? Or some girl always following me. Then one time we was having a party. He was throwing a birthday party for me. And him and my cousin went outside to get something in the store. And his baby mother or some girl saw him with my cousin. She thought it was me and wanted to fight my cousin thinking it was me. I'm like, this nigga gotta go. The bitches scout me out in the street. I'm like, you sloppy. Because I remember my stepfather once telling me, he said, when a man and all his women start calling you, that man's sloppy. He wants that to happen. He should always have his side pieces in check. When his side pieces start disrespecting you, he wants that to happen. So it's time to let him go. My stepfather told me that. So he started being sloppy. I had to let him go. Like I said, I grew up around a lot of boys. You understand? But I love men. I'm just a tom girl. So you can grow up to be anything you want to be. Anything. But you have to grow up first to know what you want. As a child, to make a decision so seriously as that, no, that's not parenting. That's giving into society. You're not being a parent. I don't know him, so I don't care if he say anything to me. That's not being a parent. Your job is to guide your child. Not let your child do what they want to do. at certain age, children want to come in when they want to. Oh, you got close what door? What door? When I was younger, close what door? My mother was like, close what door? In my house? My mother would be like, girl, my mother probably would look for the closest thing to throw at me. You think I could tell my mother to close my bedroom door? What? First of all, what bedroom? I was sharing my bedroom with two other people. My sister and my grandmother. What closing of what door? In my mother's house? You crazy. There's no closings of no doors up in here. I was watching a skit on YouTube. And the kid said, oh, you got to knock on my door. The mother took the door off the hinges. I was like, yep. Back in the day. Back in the day. That's how parents used to do. Close what door? Knock. I got to knock on a door in my house? Where I'm, girl, where's that screwdriver? And they used to take doors off their hinges when we as children used to get smart like that. You can't suck your teeth. I don't know how they used to hear that. My mother used to hear that. And all I saw was shit flying. I had to duck. Now you hit a child with anything, you understand? So, but that's doing wrong things is totally different. But I'm talking about regular parenting. But you know, just let a child be a child. As adults, we don't even know where we want to be. I still don't know what I want to be, and I'm 50. I'm still growing into myself. Yeah, don't do that. Be honest with your child. Don't give into society at all. And whatever your child turned out to be, you love that child. But to give into society because you want likes and clicks and you want a whole bunch of followers, so you can call yourself famous on the internet. You crazy. You crazy, sir. You're a bad parent. You a social monger. That's what you are. I don't care. You know who I'm talking to. Give a shit. But anyway, but he's not the only one that's doing some crazy, stupid shit like that. But anyway, time for beauty. Oh, we got 1 hour. This gonna be a long Sunday video. So anyway, change the subject. Beauty. I don't let hot water hit my face as much as possible. I wash my face in cool water, not cold, but cool, because hot water sags your skin. So I try to, wash my face in cool water. I don't put a lot of soap on my face. On my body, yes, I put cleansers, but not soap. I would soap my face once a week. I would clean my face every day, but I would cleanse my face with soap, because the soap would take off the grime and the dirt or whatever, all the impurities or whatever. Yeah, but for the rest of the week, I would use cleansers and stuff like that because it's more gentle to the face. Why just the face? Because the face is, the first thing people see. The rest of the body, yeah, soap every day, whatever. But as far as my face, no. Hot water, no. Unless I take like a 1 month, every month I would get my steamer for my face or whatever. But I avoid the heat to my face as much as possible, to my skin as much as possible. In the winter you can't help it because it's so cold. You want to take a warm bath, but hot water just sags your skin or whatever. So jacuzzis are nice, just don't do it too often. Unless you're in pain or whatever and you have to go into a nice hot jacuzzi tub or whatever. You do that. But I got my steamer. I would go there once a week just to cleanse, get the impurities out my body. Because it feels so good in there, so good. And as far as anything else, you brush your teeth, you moisturize and stuff, and that's what I'm lacking because right now, my skin is thirsty because I don't have. I ran out of some of the products that I use, so that's why I started doing my own stuff and getting my own line of products because I ran out of some of the stuff, and I had to use alternate stuff, natural stuff, to help me with moisturizing and cleansing, things like that of my body. So right now I'm getting ready to go take a shower, brush my teeth, and because it's morning, it's morning time. I don't sleep much. Brush my teeth and if I feel good, maybe do something with the kitchen. Because of my situation, I can't do too much all at once, so I have to do a little at a time, do something with the kitchen, and relax the rest of the day until I can, do something else. I can't exert myself. And see if I can find them noodles to make my macaroni and cheese pie. But anyway, get ready to go see about my callaloo. Jump in the shower. So maybe the next time you see me, who knows? And I only ate half my breakfast because I was full. And probably in another hour or whatever, I'll probably get hungry again, eat the other half. And that's it. My eyes is bigger than my stomach. So happy Sunday, y'all. Today is April the 2nd. Happy Sunday, 2023. Happy Sunday. Hopefully I'll find some of my beauty products, like my vitamin E, A, D, C, for my skin, my face, my hair. Get some lotion for my skin, so I can start getting summarized because summer's coming. Gotta do something about the stomach. Gotta get, these girls lifted up. I got some stuff because I'm having my own line. So some of the stuff that came, it was too small. So I gotta get it sized up and go from there. But anything you see me using, I sell. And if you want to buy from me, if my haters don't try to act like they came up with the product and you want to buy from them, it's fine. Only my true fans, and I think I got 65, 66 fans. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And yeah, I just want my page to grow naturally. I want to see who the real fans are. I mean, they out there, like people who saying, yeah, all your enemies, they seeing you, they watching. They just not clicking like and all that, and subscribing and all that. They not doing all that, but they watch you. And I can tell because I look at all of the reports and stuff like that. And a lot of them just want to see what product I come out with so they can go try to find it so they can sell it and stuff like that. I get a lot of that, and it's annoying. It's really annoying because I'm just trying to have a business just like anybody else. I mean, if you're not creative or whatever the case may be, pay me. If you want, like this guy, he's paying me to open a line of clothing and stuff for him. So I'm looking for I put my stuff aside because y'all keep stealing my shit. So now I'm helping him open his own line. and get his stuff together. So I do work for other people. You just got to pay me. You won't work for free, so why you want to get my stuff for free? That's called stalking. You don't want nobody to stalk your family or your kids, so why are you doing it to me? And some business managers, some people, what they do, they work for a company, then they come see what I'm doing, then they go to their boss and say, "Oh, boss, I found this," and they, trying to get their raises off of my thing. So I stopped doing stuff because yeah, somebody told me that a lot of these people who stalking me, they're like managers and stuff. They get paid to be creative, and they're not creative. They just come on my channel and steal all my shit, and that's not even the problem because it's an open market. Anybody can do whatever. The problem is they cock block me from getting my shit. They tell the vendors specifically not to deal with me. It's not like they get the idea and go and try to buy the stuff or whatever. They either try to buy the place, or they give the vendor my name in particular and say, "Oh, if this person called, don't deal with her." That's the shit I can't take. Let her buy from me. I'd rather starve than buy from you if that's how you're gonna deal with me. I'm not cock blocking you. I'm not telling the vendor so and so calls the thing. I just said if so and so called, be aware now. But I don't cock block nobody. But they specifically go out there and cock block me. The cops, yeah, because they put you under surveillance, not because you're doing anything wrong, because you're doing something right. They want whatever business you're getting. This guy and all his cop friends. That's why I was under so heavy surveillance. You understand? And not because I was doing anything wrong. I just had good taste. And I wanted my customers to have good products. So I would investigate that the vendor. I would order their stuff to see if it's really good. I would be on conference calls making sure, because I want to give good product to my clients. So they used to sit back and let me do all that, and then they'd be like cock blocking me and telling the vendors don't deal with me or buying out the place. It came so bad that somebody said they were going to buy me something, and then they started doing that. And one particular person, that's what she did. And she would follow me because she downloaded something on my phone, because there was a way of doing it. She never met me, but she found a way to stalk me. And every time I would be going on sites, or what, she would be following me, and they still do that. They'd be following me, and when they see I was interested in something, they would go to their family members and say, "Oh, these towels will sell out, or these comforters will sell out, or these robes will sell out. Get it, get it. This is the company she was looking at, blah, 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 blah." And then when I'm calling the vendor and I'm asking the vendor the price, the vendor would give me her price. Either because they would use socialism, meaning they're from the same backgrounds, or they would outright go to these rich people and make money from these rich people, like these companies in India. They would be working for these companies in India, the people who own the company, and they would sell my ideas to the company in India and say, "Oh, you can make this, you can do this, you can do that." And then I'm just using India as a thing because they're very heavy on my hate list, because they be doing all this bullshit. And yeah, and these guys would be stalking the hell out of me, and then they go to these owners of these companies in India, take all my ideas, or this bitch would be going to her family and taking all my products and then want to fucking cock block me. It's not bad enough you take the fucking idea, but you want to, you after I looked up the vendors to see who got good product or whatever, and I did all the research. You gonna fucking cock block me from the vendor? For real? So then, I'm like, this fucking bitch. So I sent her a message one day. So she told her man about. She told her man to come after me, and then her man started coming after me. Meanwhile, he got a whole wife somewhere. So then he started stalking on me for his woman and his wife. And but there's more stories like that. And I'm like, it's bad enough that you take the stuff. I don't mind. Like I said, it's an open market, but don't stalk me. You don't want to pay me. You want to fucking get paid for the shit you do, but you want me to give away my gifts for free. Why should I? My gifts is for me to make money to support me and my family. Your gifts is for you to support your family. What makes you think that I'm giving a gift to give away for free? No, I'm not giving away shit for free. But then you want to start hating me because I found out about you and I told you about yourself. So now you want to say, oh, she's doing this to me and doing that to me. Fuck you, bitch. All of y'all bitches. Fuck y'all. You want to make money, but you don't want me to make money on my fucking ideas. You want to sleep 8 hours. You see how early I get up, right? Because I'm doing research. Meanwhile, you getting your fucking 8 hours sleep. And then you want to fucking stalk me whenever fucking time you get up. And you want to fucking cock block me. And you pay people like my neighbors and stuff to stalk me, to thing up my cameras, to hook up my phone and all this bullshit while y'all get y'all fucking 8 hours of sleep. But me and y'all, you want to fucking stalk me 24 hours because I come up with fucking good ideas and you don't want to pick up the phone. Yolanda, can I hire you? How much you charge? No, you rather fucking stalk me. And when I call you out, you get mad. Fuck y'all. I heard y'all ordered a whole bunch of shit and can't get rid of it. God don't like ugly. I heard you bought a house, you can't even fucking afford it because I wanted to get the house. So you called your family and asked your family to buy it from under me. Now your family is going into bankruptcy. God don't like ugly. If you want something from me, pay me. I don't work for free anymore. I got things to do. That's it. You want to get paid? I want to get paid. And all you cops who's using your badge to stalk me to get my ideas, all that money or whatever you think you're going to make, you're not going to make shit. You're going to lose everything. That's how it's always been for me. Anybody who fuck with me, they lose everything. Plain and simple. You want people to steal my money, your money going to disappear. You want to call people and say, oh, she's this and she's that and she's doing this and she's doing that. You don't want me to make a fucking dime. You're not going to make a fucking dime neither. Yeah, they going up in courts, oh, she's doing this and she's doing that. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to have a regular business. I'm just trying to have my B&B. I'm just trying to have my fashion line. I'm just trying to do regular shit like every fucking body. But these fucking cops and these officers, because there is transit cops, there's school safety officers, all the officers is involved. They going around spreading rumors that I'm doing this and I'm doing that because they want to make all the money I'm supposed to be making. Fuck y'all. It makes nothing. You're going to get a whole bunch of garbage. You're not going to fucking feed your family and I can't. Fuck you. So, anyway, I don't care who, if you don't like me and that's what you're doing, that's what you're doing. You're paying all my neighbors. That's why y'all running around trying to set shit up. You want to tell them, don't give me no hospital appointments. You want to tell them, don't let no doctors do this because you don't want me to win my lawsuit because y'all had something to do with me with my legs and stuff. You understand? I don't give a fuck. You're a dirty cop with a badge. You're a dirty officer with a badge. I don't respect people like you. I respect officers. Who's officers? Motherfuckers who want to use their badge to threaten people with their badge for no reason. Fuck y'all. You're gonna lose that badge. And what you gonna do after that? You're gonna lose your badge. You're gonna lose your business because you want me to lose my business. You're gonna lose fucking everything. You're gonna lose your kids, your wife, your house. All the things you want me to lose, you're gonna lose it. Badge or no fucking badge. I bet you. So you ain't shit to me. If you're a good cop, whatever I'm saying, it's not about you. It's about your friends who want to run around using a badge to threaten me and threaten other people. Fuck y'all. You ain't shit. Go get drunk somewhere. That's all you good for. Anyway, have a good life. And it's a Sunday. Happy Sunday. Let me go do what I gotta do. And get cleaned up, finish cooking. Get all this off my face. See you in a few. Bye.